Dang, son, that sucker is massive, dude.
Oh, it's huge.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna continue working on the first year warranty services GT3 conversion Ferrari, and we already installed this rear bumper and also this fender flare for the wide body kit, but we haven't made any cuts yet because we do gotta finish up this side over here. As soon as we get it mocked up, perfectly aligned, we are gonna top them right back off, grab some tools and start cutting into these perfectly good Ferrari quarter panels. But before we get started, I do want to mention that we got some brand new hoodies on the website. With fall being right around the corner, it is perfect time. And for some of you guys up north, it's probably already cold. So if you want to copy one of these very limited hoodies, be sure to visit goonsquad.com and help support your boys.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so the rear end wide body looks absolutely amazing. It's basically complete other than the cut quarter panels, which we're about to do, but just want to walk around, make sure everything's 100% perfect. Dude, just check out the lines with the bumper, dude. It actually came out really nice on both sides. I'm glad we took the extra time trying to flex all this stuff out, get it aligned perfectly, because now it is almost OEM. That saying actually works in this situation right now.
Look at that, dude. I mean,
came out nice,
up
dude.
close, dude. We ain't afraid to get up close now.
Once it's all one color, it's gonna look amazing. But right now, let's go ahead and take off these wide body flares, mark our lines, and make our first cut. All right, guys, so we made our first line. It looks absolutely amazing. It looks perfect, dude. We used some actually flexible automotive tape. This actually helped us make a perfectly straight curve and everything nice and curved. So whenever we do make a cut, it's nice and smooth and uniformed. So right now, we're actually gonna run to the store and get like an automotive saw or a body saw to cut this off with. We could use a grinder, super easy, but it's just gonna take a lot longer and sparks are just gonna fly everywhere. So let's run to our local hardware store and try to find the right tools that we need. All right, so we're here at the good old Home Depot that never disappoints. Let's go see if we can find some. All right, guys, so this is what we're debating on. Getting one of these little hacksaws or get one of these little jigsaws right here. This will actually make it a lot easier to curve. I don't know about this so much because the blades are actually pretty thick. This is actually for some really thick metal. Unless we customize these blades, maybe cut them down. But I don't know, we're probably just gonna go on with this method right here. It'll probably be a lot easier to cut and it's a lot cheaper, just 100 bucks. This stuff is like 150 right here. So sucks they don't have Milwaukee, so we're gonna have to just go with the good old fashioned D-Wall. All right guys, so we are back. Let's go ahead and set this sucker up and cut into the quarter panel.
Whoa, right here. Dang, but that sucker was cutting quick.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Cut nice and straight, done lost my balance.
Dang, man.
But we got a bumper running in right here, so we're probably gonna have to try to slice it real easily. But dude, look at that professional cut. You know, I kind of wanted to go with the flow, you know, not go ahead and jack it all up, you know, make it nice and smooth, because honestly with the wide body on, with the wheels on as well, you'll still kind of see a little bit if you look under there, so we want to make it as pretty as we possibly can. So looks really good. If we do need to shave it later on, whenever we drop the car on the wheels, we will. But
if you want to unwide body it, you could use this piece and weld it right back up.
Yeah, that's the perfect thing of cutting it super straight, because you can just put it right here and just tack it all up and Bondo it. You'll have perfect original Ferrari. Perfect. Now we're gonna save this just in case first year warranty services want to go back to original Ferrari.
I hope not. It's gonna be a lot of work, but that's a nice clean cut, dude. I love how that jigsaw. That's a sawzall or jigsaw? What's the difference?
I think it's called the jigsaw. Yeah, jigsaw. Sawzall is that big tool, you know, the big gun.
Oh yeah.
This is the little one. So now we can go ahead and take all this tape off and slap on the wide body for basically until it gets wrapped, because this car is getting wrapped, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Getting wrapped. So let's go ahead and take the tape off, slap it on.
Buckets.
Buckets. Alright guys, so before we actually take this flare off, what we really need to do is go ahead and mark the fuel cap where we need to cut it. We're actually going to run to our Ferrari and actually take that fuel cap out, put it right on top of it, and make a perfect mark. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, guys, so the wide body in the rear is 100% complete. Quarter panels are both cut. The way I cut this side is actually use the template off of that one. Just brung it over here, slapped it on, traced it, cut it out super easily. Now it looks absolutely amazing. Even went ahead and did a nice little sand job right here, made it nice and even. Looks perfect, but we're probably gonna have to tear this thing back apart at the rear end section because we just got some brackets in for our wing. These are some nice aluminum original GT3 racing brackets right here, and they're gonna go somewhat like this inside here. As you can tell, this is all we have. We don't have the full entire bracket because some of this stuff is actually super hard to get. Luckily, we found these brackets. They look crazy. I mean, look at all that adjustment you can do.
Yes,
That's a lot of adjustment, but it's gonna look absolutely amazing once that sucker's sitting up like that. Oh my goodness, man, I can't wait. But we're gonna have to tear this apart, start building our own custom brackets. Yes, we have to build our own custom brackets because some of this stuff is very hard to find. So we actually bought some nice brackets aftermarket. They're gonna bolt on somewhat like this. And then
that's the chassis mount? No,
yeah, chassis
where
mount.
do we even get that from?
I think these are corner guards off of an old Jeep right here. So we're gonna actually use this still, cut it up. I mean, it has some nice angles that we can actually use, like this
nice
angle.
And thick. Yeah, there's plenty of angles, nice and thick.
Yeah,
really
we can try to bolt this up to the actual rebar that's in the back. So we're gonna do some kind of fabricating, some welding, all types of stuff, and hopefully we can get this wing on by the end of tonight. So let's go ahead and rip everything back apart and start customizing some brackets. All right, guys, so we got our first mock-up. What we're probably gonna do with steel looks really good, and it's actually gonna be used for a lot of pressure of downforce that this wing is probably gonna have, especially if you're going well over 100 miles an hour. I don't know how much downforce, you probably get hundreds of pounds. So this is definitely gonna function properly, especially with this really thick steel. Yeah. We're thinking about doing 2 of these on one and having the bracket actually slide between there, but that's just way too much steel. This stuff is really strong and really thick, like I just said. So we're probably gonna go ahead and start cutting it out of metal. Once we do that, once we get everything 100% aligned, we're probably gonna do some beams too, some cross beams.
Some cross beams, and then maybe some strut bars or whatever.
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna go out a little bit over here, and we're actually gonna bolt it to this bracket as well. So everything is nice and sturdy, and the wing can't go nowhere.
Yeah,
so.
and there is gonna be always room for adjustments. So if you guys have any ideas, drop it down below, of course. You get all, this is fabrication.
Yeah, this is gonna get bolted onto this rebar right here. So there's gonna be 4 bolts and 2 at the top. This is gonna keep it from bending back.
Tilting
2
backwards.
at the top, so there's no need for the bottom because it's never gonna tilt forward.
Exactly.
So there's a bunch. That's the reason why we did this angles, because there ain't nothing bending backwards.
And there's not that much room back here, so we were also accounting for the bumper. You know, it can't touch the bumper.
Yeah,
as
the
well.
bumper is gonna have some really close calls, but this is perfect. No need for too much. So let's go ahead and start cutting this stuff out of some steel.
Oh my gosh, look at the dog. What happened to him?
It's a good day's worth of work right there. But we got the brackets cut out. It did take a good bit of time. It would have been a lot easier with the CNC machine. Maybe in the future we'll get one. But for now, that is our CNC machine right there. It cuts pretty good.
It was dang good, and that's our water jet.
That's
CNC
our
machine, water jet.
We'll have one in the future, but for right now, it's starting to look really good. We're actually gonna have to make sure we do a perfect pitch on these because this rebar is actually rounded, so we don't wanna just weld it straight to it because the brackets will be sitting sideways. So we're gonna go ahead, do some measurements, clean up this weld or clean up this metal and actually tack everything in before we fully weld it. Try out the bumper, maybe try out the wing, we'll see. And then we're gonna go ahead and fully weld everything up and we're gonna have a sick wing, dude. I can't wait. We're taking a lot of time on this, but we wanna make it perfect and sturdy as possible. guys, so we got everything lined up. It's starting to look crazy, dude. It's all lined up perfectly right now.
Level, everything is even, dude. I think
there's still tons of adjustment, whatever angle you want, and we also went ahead and just drilled the extra hole just to do it even more of an angle. So there's plenty of adjustments on these little brackets here. Everything is nice and lined up. Let's go ahead and bring in the wing and see if we need to do any more adjustment.
Let's do it. Or if it just bolts, hopefully it just bolts directly onto here. If not,
yeah, we don't know if these are for the wing. You know, there may be some different brackets, but let's go ahead and bring it in. Just set it on top for now. Let's do it.
Dang, son, that sucker is massive, dude.
Oh, it's huge. I hear something.
A little bit of carbon fiber just rolling around in there, you know what I mean?
Yep.
G-force meter.
All right. How does this sucker go?
Oh, there's just 2 holes on the side.
Oh, almost.
Looks like you got to trim something up.
Yeah, there's this little rib right here that runs right at the top, so we're gonna have to just do a little cut in this aluminum.
Hold it there for a second. Let me see.
Dang.
Oh my goodness, dude, that looks sick, dude.
That's insane, dude. That's crazy. That looks freaking insane. Let's go ahead and trim it up and actually bolt this sucker on, dude. I'm excited. Guys, we finally got the wing mounted up. It looks absolutely insane, dude. All that work and stuff has been put to use, man.
Man, it's paying off right about now.
It looks
sick,
freaking
dude.
crazy. There is still a ton more adjustment we need to do before we completely weld everything. As you can see, it's probably not 100% straight right now. We'll throw a level on it, make sure everything is nice and straight before we weld everything up. I mean, there's still a ton of adjustment.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of adjustment. If you want 1,000 pounds of downforce or 100, there's adjustment for everything.
We're gonna make it nice and flat, or maybe just a little bit downforce. But dude, it looks super good, dude.
This
Check
sucker
it
is
out.
massive, so it's gonna need to be reinforced right there. When, like you said, we're gonna do a couple brackets down there.
Yeah, definitely gonna do some brackets here, some crossbars right here, make it nice and strong because this thing ain't going nowhere. But it is super late. We've been working on this thing all day, trying to get this wing on. But it looks freaking crazy.
Dude.
Tomorrow, hopefully we get everything adjusted, everything nice and straight, welded, and then we'll throw our rear bumper on. So we'll catch you guys in the morning.
Alrighty guys, so it is the next day here, and what we need to do is actually go to the store, grab some more hardware and maybe some more metal. That way we can finish up our chassis mount wing bracket.
All right, so here in the bolts and nuts section of Ace Hardware, man, I think they got everything we need.
Everything.
Dude, they got the little bolts, thick bolts, we got all sorts of bolts, and I also just noticed that they got some steel here that's gonna be perfect for reinforcing. I think so. We're gonna take a look at that later. What do you think?
Oh, that's nice right there. That's exactly what we need.
There's more.
These rods.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's gonna be sick, dude. It's gonna be nice and stout. That's what we need. So let's gather everything and I guess head back and finish that chassis wing mount.
Let's do it.
Alrighty boys, so we are back. We got everything that we need. We got some rods, we got some tubes, and we got some other scrap pieces of metal that we're gonna use to reinforce this chassis mount. Also got about $100 in bolts, nuts, and washers. Now it's time to drop a level on this wing, make sure it's 100%, then we're gonna start welding and mounting that wing for good.
finally, guys, we got this wing on. It's starting to look absolutely amazing, dude. We did do a little bit of brace bars right there. It looks freaking good. It actually came out a lot nicer than we expected, and it's super freaking sturdy. I mean, you can move the whole car with this stuff, you know?
Yes, sir.
Dude, that is nice and strong. All we gotta do is actually just spray paint that up black so it don't rust. We may do a little bit of reinforcement to this actual bar right here. I don't know if that's part of the frame.
Strut bar on each side.
Like off this metal, weld it out, and then make sure a nice bolt can go through there. It'll be nice and perfect. But for now, dude, it is perfect. It looks absolutely amazing. We went ahead, leveled everything, did the adjustments on these little things as well. But now it is the moment of truth to see if the bumper actually fits. We haven't even tested it out. We just hope for the best right now, you know?
Yeah, I think it will. I mean, we made our marks here.
Yeah, we did make our marks.
And we're within our marks.
There's a pretty big line in that bumper for it to fit. So let's go ahead and slap this sucker on and probably go ahead. If it does fit, we're going to go ahead and throw the wide body fender flares on. And dude, this thing is going to look crazy. So let's go ahead and do that.
Oh my goodness, dude.
This thing is finally on. The whole entire rear end of this wide body is basically complete, dude. This thing looks absolutely insane, especially with the wing. It did take quite a bit of our time trying to get this thing aligned 100%, but I think we got it perfect. I mean, we do have to do a little bit of adjustments. As you can tell through this little hole, these bars are actually hitting up against this little circular area. This is actually, I think the GT3 race cars have like some air connection right here to actually lift the whole entire car up, which is a crazy system. I don't think we'll be doing none of that. This is just a hole for you to look at our amazing job at this bracket.
Right.
But other than that, dude, this thing looks freaking crazy, dude. The fender flares and everything, dude. Insane, dude.
Dude, this is sick, man. The wing definitely transformed the whole entire look now.
Go from the front.
Go from the very front. Oh man, I can't wait.
Look how wide it is. It's bigger than my hand.
Yo, dude.
That's crazy looking, dude. And the side of this car is just insane. The brackets actually look really good, especially with the little adjustment stuff on there. It just looks like a legit race car now.
But with that being said, hope you guys are enjoying this GT3 build as much as we are. And if you haven't, be sure to turn on your post notifications so you don't miss out on anything. Also guys, be sure to follow us on Instagram at Goon Squad, where you can get an inside scoop there before YouTube. Also guys, if you want one of these very limited hoodies, be sure to visit goonsquad.com and support your boys. Also guys, don't forget to follow First Year Warranty Services on Instagram. This car is going to be absolutely amazing when we're done with it, and I just can't wait to see what they have planned for it as well. So with that being said, thank you guys for all the love and support. Be sure to drop your comments and thoughts down below, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.